So, welcome, Simon, for the first podcast. It's called Dubai People. So, we just want to talk about your beginning in Dubai. I remember when we met in the special event
Yeah,
with Khabib and Islam.
right.
I remember that you told me that you are a fitness coach, but you helping people to pray
Mm.
and you show people how to be a discipline.
Yeah,
So can you tell me like more about how you coach people to be
right.
disciplined by praying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's like for me, it's a very unique concept, and I
Yeah.
think it's just grown because I believe, especially when it comes to coaching,
Yeah.
right? The best person that you should coach is the person you were 5 years ago, right? This is something you hear
Yourself 5 years ago.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, if you want to be a coach, just think about who you were 5 years ago. What did you need?
Mm-hmm.
Do that, right? Because
Yeah.
now you have 5 years of experience. Hopefully, learned some new things.
Yeah.
For me, it was always, like obviously for people watching, like I wasn't born Muslim,
Yeah.
right? I wasn't even born religious.
Yeah.
Like I come from a country called Sweden, north of Europe,
Yeah.
very, very secular. So the things, when it comes to belief in general, it's very frowned upon. It's like a taboo thing.
Yeah.
You should like, it's like fairy tales and all these things, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, with the journey I went through and I discovered, this new way of life, there were some other things. Like, if you think about it, everything that you transition into becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah,
So if
that's
you
right.
don't go to the gym in the beginning and you start going to the gym,
Yeah.
it's like a transition.
Yeah.
And you find this new lifestyle. Maybe you watch some YouTube videos, you got Ronnie Coleman screaming
Yeah.
lightweight baby. You really get pumped up. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger on.
Yeah.
You're thinking like, oh, I want to be like this, right? And for me, it was mostly, I was thinking like, it doesn't feel like, and maybe just I haven't been looking, but I felt like when it comes to combining physical health and spiritual health, and it doesn't even matter. I don't think it really matters when it comes to spirituality. Anyone can relate. You don't even have to be, adhere yourself to a certain religion,
Yeah.
right? You
I
can be
believe in
from
that.
any religion, but spirituality is the same subject, right?
Yeah.
Same with fitness.
Yeah.
You can go to the gym or you play football. Like it's fitness. It's
For your health, for your body.
right.
Yeah.
So in this thing just came from that, trying to combine the fitness, the physical health, what we have outside, but also on the inside.
Yeah.
And I saw that there was a need for that.
So you connect the body with the soul.
Right? Yeah, you can say
Yeah,
that.
and you told me that you converted to Muslims 5 years ago.
No. So now in February,
Yeah,
this upcoming February, 2024 is 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
You been Christian,
No, so before I was an atheist.
an atheist.
Yeah, so I wasn't
Yeah.
even.
You wasn't believing in the
I was
God
so
even.
far you could even so far you can get from religion, right? I even was one of those guys that hated religion,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was a
and
crazy
then
journey.
and then you find what did you find in Islam or what makes you to become a Muslim? Can you tell us the story, because I believe that it's
Yeah,
very
sure.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is obviously
Yeah.
like whenever you tell someone this, they
Yeah.
always want to hear it. So the
I also would like to hear it
yeah,
from you.
I don't think So
Yeah.
I've done a few podcasts about it, but the thing is, I think it's very important to know what context. Like when you talk with someone, where you're from, when everything, it's very important to know like, okay, what kind of context was it? Like it's not like I woke up one day and said, okay, today I'm going to be a Muslim. It's not
Yeah.
like this, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that some things happen in your life is meant to happen to put you in a specific path, right? So when I grew up as an atheist, everything that matters, especially when you're an atheist, but I think this comes to a lot of people in the West, like this materialistic lifestyle. That's all
Yeah.
it is, right? But, it's just temporary. That's the
Yeah.
problem, right? Like you can
Short
get
term.
huh?
Short term life.
Yeah, you can get everything you can dream of, like in terms
Yeah.
of possessions, in terms of relationship, everything, right?
Yeah.
But still, you can wake up the next day and you feel as empty as you ever been, right? So this was really a feeling that just followed me through this kind of a journey. But I
Yeah.
think the turning point, when in a movie you watch something happens, like Batman, for example.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm Batman, but when he grew up and then his parents dies, and then
Yeah.
he changed.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing happened.
Something made him
Yeah,
change.
exactly, like a
Yeah.
very transformative thing. So actually, that was when my mom passed away.
Yeah.
So 2015, so I was 20 years old, and unfortunately, as you can, talk with, like, when it comes to a lot of people in the West,
Yeah.
there's a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of other things like substance
Yeah.
abuse. So with that, unfortunately, my mother, she passed away very young. She was 41.
Yeah.
And this really made me think, because it's very easy to deny things when you don't see them,
Yeah.
right? And this is just look at today. Like, now you can see everything that happens in the world, and it's very hard to deny it,
Yeah, that's right.
right? But it was quite, like, before all these social media things, quite easy to just live your life, right? So
Yeah.
this exact same thing. So when she passed away, this started make me question what the whole foundation of the understanding of life.
Yeah.
Like, suddenly I wanted to ask myself, but wait, why am I here? Like,
Yeah.
what's the purpose of life? Am I going somewhere, right? What's going to happen after I die? Like, all these questions. And that started leading me into actually being curious.
Yeah.
Like I said to you before, like, I hated religion, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was fairy tales. It was for weak-minded people. But when I started asking these questions, you won't find answers in atheism.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, there's no answers there,
Yeah.
right? That's what atheism means. It's like A is absence of theism, absence of belief. It's just absence. There's
absence with the belief.
there's no
Nothing.
alternative.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was a long journey, but like you say, alhamdulillah, all
Alhamdulillah.
praise is to our Creator that guided
So
us.
so why you choose to be Muslim? Why not Christian? Why not Jews?
Yeah, so actually, I as I said, I went on a journey. I read all about
All the religions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So I came to conclusion that, okay, if I'm gonna accept something, I need to have some conditions,
Of course.
right? I need to know what I'm accepting. So it needs to be logical. It needs to be something that resonates with me, logically or rationally, but also something that resonates with me spiritually, right?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things that could be rational, but spiritually it doesn't, right? So, for example, I went into, for example, I think Buddhism, right? It's a lifestyle, right? You have a certain lifestyle, you live in a certain way. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Like, logically, it felt nice.
Yeah.
But spiritually, it didn't feel like I got any answers to the questions I had, the existential questions, right?
Yeah.
Why I'm here, where
What you're doing, what you're gonna do after dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, it didn't
What
feel
is the
like...
purpose of life?
Right.
All
And so
right.
I know some people are going to say, but bro, you didn't read this or that. Sure,
Yeah.
I'm not, like, it's not like I became a scholar in all these religions, obviously.
Yeah.
I just went on my own path.
Yeah.
And, taking a look at Hinduism, all these different deities, I didn't feel like, same thing here. Like, logically, it didn't feel. Spiritually, maybe, wow, cool.
Yeah.
So I needed to combine these. And, the only religion I found, which was the last religion I
Yeah.
went to, because I exhausted all of my
All right.
alternatives, right? All
Yeah.
the major religions.
Yeah.
Judaism, I couldn't even become a Jew, right? I need to be born as it. Christianity, it didn't, like, it felt very close to me, because from where I'm from, we have these Christian
From
values.
Europe, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Europe, right? Our flag, the Swedish flag, is a cross,
Yeah.
right? We have the church. I was baptized,
Yeah.
So these things were very close to me. And it was actually, I tried so hard to actually accept Christianity. I went on, a tour, Christianity tour in the States, in US, in Florida, and all these things,
Yeah.
talking with pastors, asking them these questions. I didn't feel the answers really resonate with me, unfortunately. So, but as soon as I started thinking, like, wait, let me take a look at this religion that we see on media, all these terrorists and all these things, right?
Yeah.
Let me take a look, see what, it
Yeah.
can't be, it's not like I'm going to become a Muslim. I'm just going
Yeah.
to take a look.
You just have an idea what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, what media portrays is not always what's true.
Yeah.
So I went there, taking a look. I had many friends that were Muslims.
Yeah.
Not all of them were practicing. That's the thing. But I asked them questions, very simple questions. And it felt like every answer I got this very logical and rational explanation that not only resonated with me, like, logically, but also spiritually. Like,
All
it
right.
felt like something inside here, it made sense.
All right.
Huh?
Yeah. So after you convert to Muslim,
Yeah.
how you practice Islam? Like, what did you? Because it's not easy to become disciplined.
No.
And you was an open-minded person. You was hang out. You was going to. You was clubbing, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
living a
you
crazy life,
Yeah,
yeah.
crazy life. So
Yeah.
then you converted to a very disciplined religion that you should
Exactly,
pray
yeah.
5 times a day,
Yeah.
wake up early.
Yeah.
A lot of habits you will change forever. So how you became a discipline in Islam?
So actually, this was actually one of the objections I had
Yeah,
to not become a Muslim.
that's why I ask you.
Yeah, because I thought, like, there's so many rules.
Yeah,
Like, how am I gonna keep up with this? Like,
yeah,
just the thing, like, okay, 5 prayers a day, that was a lot, right? But the thing that really, really, I felt like it would be very difficult for me would be the fasting.
the fasting. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ah,
like I'm,
okay.
bro. I have not stopped myself from drinking or eating like anywhere or any time in my life. If I'm
Wow.
thirsty, I'm gonna drink. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah,
So and I'm gonna do it for 30 days during the holy month of Ramadan. Like
yeah,
that's something else.
wow.
So, but the thing is, I believe that sometimes growth, to become a better person, to improve yourself, you cannot do it in the comfort of your own home. You
Yeah.
cannot sit comfortably and
Yes.
grow. Impossible.
Yeah,
Like, take anything in life, like the gym, right? It's very, like, you cannot go there, not lift weights, and believe or hope that you're gonna grow. Like,
you'll never.
no, that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. You cannot go there with your pillow and blanket and take a
Yeah.
nap and then go home. No,
Yeah,
you need to do the work, right?
yeah,
So growth comes from being disciplined.
yeah,
And I believe, like, looking back on the person I was, you can feel the same way. You think,
Yeah, of
like,
course,
oh, that was
yeah.
a stupid. Like,
Yeah.
how could I be so, whatever. I feel the same way now I think about it. But I think, like you said, this discipline, this religion gave me, it changed my life. Like,
it
suddenly
gives
there
you
was,
a peace.
huh?
It gives you some peace.
Not only peace, but clarity. And I think this is what people miss today.
Yeah,
Like, you see these YouTube, okay, you gotta earn money, do drop shipping,
Yeah.
do this. Like, people, they're looking for clarity.
yeah,
You see it everywhere because it's a world where you see everyone's successes and no one's failures.
yeah,
So you become very you become very how would you say it? Like, very mindful of that. You're very, you start criticizing yourself. You feel,
yeah,
you feel like you need to catch up.
yeah,
So you try to do it in any way, shape, or form. So you need that. You want some kind of clarity in your life. You do whatever someone tells you. And the beautiful thing with Islam was, it just gave me the answers. I don't
Yeah.
have to think about it. It's just like, okay, pray 5 times a day. I do it. It becomes a routine, and I feel better. It's a way of having this, my own time.
yeah,
All the stress, all the chaos in this life, just for a minute, I allow myself to disconnect from that and connect
Yeah.
with my creator. And another beautiful thing is, if you look at the Arabic word for salah, it
Yeah.
comes from the word sila, which
Sila.
means
Yeah,
which means
connect.
connection.
Yeah.
Right. So salah is actually you disconnecting from this worldly life, the dunya, as we say,
Yeah.
to your creator.
Yeah.
And that's when you find this peace
MashaAllah.
and harmony.
Yeah, you
Alhamdulillah.
inspire me, by the way.
To be honest, I'm no one. I'm just,
No, you are a reason to inspire a lot of people because, I'm Arabic.
Mm.
I speak Arabic, so I can understand the Quran.
yeah.
But a lot of people I have seen they don't know what is Quran, what is Islam, what is this religion. They just go with the life.
Yeah.
But it's important to have someone like you and help people to change their life. Maybe you impact or you help other person who was need to connect with God, to connect his soul and change his life.
100%.
Alhamdulillah. So you told me that your name was Simon,
Right.
and then when you became a Muslim, you changed it
Yeah.
to
So-
Adam.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't like legally. I didn't. change.
Legally.
My name is still Simon on social media. Still Simon.
Yeah.
And actually because of your home country.
It was Egypt.
Yeah. So I became a Muslim 2017.
Yeah.
2018, I went to Egypt.
All right.
Right. So I went there. I wanted to study Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to study the Quran, learn more things.
Yeah.
So I got there. I look very different from people. I go
Yeah.
to the mosque. You can.
You're different. Yeah.
Yeah,
you have tattoo.
I have tattoos and everything. People screaming at me, haram.
Yeah.
So whenever they ask, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
whenever they ask about my name, and I said Simon, they forgot it or they
Yeah.
couldn't pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
In Sweden we say Simon,
Simon. Yeah.
right? In English you say Simon, and I know there's an Arabic version of this name.
Yeah.
I think Sham'un or something.
Sham'un maybe, yes.
Maybe,
but
yeah, something-
Sham'un we don't have this name
No, it's
right now. It's
even
old name.
Exactly, even that is very old. So
Yeah.
Simon, from what I know, was a disciple of Jesus.
Yeah. All right.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
a biblical name.
Yeah.
Right. And some biblical names you got like Noah and everything. You can change
Yeah.
like if your name is Noah, you can go to Noah to Noah.
Yeah.
Right. Abraham to Ibrahim.
Yes.
But Simon, it was like
European little bit. name.
very, very,
Yeah.
So I thought like, look, I wasn't like I wanted to change because I know many reverts, they
Yeah.
changed to a very Arabic name.
Yeah.
Like Abdullah or very heavy names.
Yeah.
So I think like, okay, I'm gonna go to my family and talk about Islam and say that now my name is not Simon, it's Abdullah, Abdurrahman. Like they're gonna think like, whoa, what's happening, right? So I didn't want to give that impression that
Yeah.
I'm gonna become an Arab,
Yeah.
right? Even though those names are very beautiful. Like
Yeah.
in Arabic, it's a very beautiful name. But
Yeah.
for Westerners, like all the letters very hard to pronounce and
Yeah.
it sounds very,
Yeah.
So I thought like, what name could I use in every context? So a friend actually told me, I don't know anyone that has this name, but Adam is a very nice name. It's the first
Yeah.
prophet, the first, the first man,
Yeah.
and it works everywhere. You go
Yeah.
to US, you go to whatever. Adam is everywhere, right?
Yeah. The father of human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, sounds good. Like, let's
Very
go.
good. Yeah.
As soon as I said it in Egypt, now everyone knows me as
So
Adam.
everyone in Egypt knows that your name is Adam.
Adam, yeah, they don't know
Yeah.
Simon. They don't have no idea who that is.
They don't know
Yeah,
Simon.
yeah.
All right. And after you went to Egypt, what did you find in Egypt, or let's say how you speak Arabic, right? Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I need to improve it.
Yeah.
It's-
So how long you learned Arabic in Egypt?
okay, so I went to Egypt 2018. I started, I did my first Ramadan there in a Muslim country. First time I hear, so
First
many,
fasting
everything was new.
ever. Yeah.
These guys, they go on the street, they have Tamar al-Hind.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And they have these tables on the
Yeah,
streets.
we in the street.
When it's time to break the fast,
we give
it's
food. Yeah.
Well, what's the most beautiful thing I found in Egypt,
Yeah.
and I think I've seen this with every culture, that especially Muslim cultures, this hospitality.
Yeah.
It's so like where I come from, hospitality is non-existent. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Sweden is non-existent. I don't know if you heard about this thing.
Yeah.
It was like on the news, the Sweden gay thing.
I never hear.
No, so
Yeah.
there's a thing in our culture.
Yeah.
I know many Swedish don't like when you talk about this.
They will attack you now.
No, but it's actually a thing, and
yeah.
I did it to people, and people did it to me.
Yeah.
So when let's say you and me, we're friends, alhamdulillah. But
Yeah.
when we were if we were small kids, we go to each other places.
Yeah.
Back in the days,
Yeah.
play some video games, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's time to eat. Let's say you're
Yeah.
at my place.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
There's not going to be a plate for you on that table. You're going to
Oh my
go
God.
and sit in my room, even if
Yeah.
you're hungry, you've been with me all day,
Yeah.
and you're going to wait until I'm done and eating. I'll come back and play with you.
So you don't have this behavior
No,
to
take care of the guest.
welcome the guest
No.
or hosting the guest. You don't have this hospitality.
And you know, in Egypt or in like these.
Yeah, in Egypt, if you eat, your friends should eat with you.
Yeah, exactly. And they will force you, even if you've ate before, they will force stuff things in your throat. But it was very beautiful.
Yeah.
I was there for 8 months. I went to like an Arabic center for non-Arabic speakers for 6 months, right? So I started studying, and it was a lot of grammar.
Yeah, a
lot of grammar. So for those who don't know, Arabic is like you got the modern standard Arabic, which is like the Quran Arabic. So it's a very, I would say a very pure form of Arabic that has
Yeah.
not been changed.
Yeah.
Like this been the same for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And then you got dialects, right?
Yes.
And it's not like dialects in English, like you got British and American.
Yeah.
It's like some dialects, it's not even possible to understand them. Like
Yeah.
when someone comes from Morocco or these northern
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
hard to understand because they have such a different dialect,
Different accent.
different accent. Like
Yeah.
it's even different words, different pronunciations.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but then, alhamdulillah, even though these 6 months were very beneficial, I didn't learn a lot of speaking.
So you can speak with me Arabic?
Sure, if you.
Okay, so
I hope I don't
you
embarrass
start you start like
طيب.
like tell me كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله.
الحمد
أنا
لله
بخير.
بخير. أنت تتحدث اللغة الفصحى
الفصحى.
العامية المصرية.
أنا فهمها يعني، لكن طبعا الفصحى لأن أسهل لي لأني درستها
بمصر.
ايوه، يعني في هذا المركز الذي درست فيه درسنا الفصحى. وهناك في الامارات نحن في دبي حاليا، وكملت هذه الدراسه في الجامعه.
ممتاز.
ونعم درست يعني ادرس فصحى.
تقرأ القرآن بالفصحى؟
ايوه الحمد لله.
طيب خلينا انا شويه العربي.
لا بس اذا لا فهمت يعني
لا بس مغربي.
لا بس
انا العربي لدي ليس الفصحى ولكن مصري. لكن انا اريد ان اسمع منك. انا افهم الفصحى واتكلم الفصحى. كيف تعلمت اللغه العربيه، وكيف يعني كم الوقت اتخذ منك تتعلم اللغه العربيه؟
طيب اوكي. بالنسبه لي حاليا انا اشعر اني يعني مقصر ومبتدئ، ما زلت مبتدئ.
انت في البدايه.
ايه نعم، انا في البدايه، وممكن ساشعر هذا خلال هذا كل حياتي.
تمام.
لكن طبعا يعني حينما بدات في مصر كما قلت يعني درست النحو ودرست القواعد وكذا، وطبعا قواعد يعني مفيده جدا ان اذا تعلمتها. لكن من ناحيه الحوار ومن ناحيه التعبير يعني
يوجد صعوبه.
هناك صعوبه اذا صحيح. لا تفهم كيف ان تبني الجمل
صحيح.
بشكل يعني مفيد او مفهوم، سيكون صعب.
صحيح. ولكن انت تتحدث جيدا، طريقه النطق عندك صحيحه.
نعم والله،
ما شاء الله.
اذا يعني عندما كنت في مصر يعني هؤلاء الاساتذه كانوا يركزون على النطق، المخارج والحروف، يعني سبحان
الخاء والحاء
وسبحان الله أصابي يعني سوداء كل يوم، يعني الله المستعان. لكن هذا مهم جدا إذا تريد أن تقرأ القرآن بشكل صحيح بتجويد. مهم جدا، مهم جدا. إذا تقرأ يعني ليس حركة يعني خطأ سيتغير المعنى.
صحيح.
نعم.
صحيح.
يعني
كم وقت استغرقت لتتعلم اللغة العربية؟
نعم.
يعني 6 أشهر، سنة تتعلم كيف تتحدث
إلى
اللغة
هذه
العربية
الدرجة
وهذه هذا المستوى.
إيه، إلى هذا المستوى تقريبا سنة، يعني سنة كاملة سنة.
وتعلمت بعض اللغة من المغرب. لا بس فقط.
لا بس عندي
لا بس يعني لا بأس.
ايوه
لا
ايوه
بأس.
صحيح لا بأس.
لا بأس.
إيه.
صحيح.
والمغرب يقولون لا بأس.
لا بأس.
والله المستعان. يعني انا اذا اتكلم هناك لهجات
لهجات
كثيره
صحيح.
في على لساني.
صحيح.
فممكن أن اقول يعني شلونك، واقول
شلونك
هذا
بالإماراتي
بالامارات
أو
موجود
العراقي.
ايوه.
شلونك.
او اذا اشعر يوما ما اقول عامل ايه.
عامل ايه مصري.
ايه مصر.
تحدثت اللغة العامية المصرية
شوي لكن
شوي. تكلم معي مصري. تعرف تتكلم معي مصري؟
لا 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 بس يعني يعني هذا يعني الجمل اللي اعرفها بس يعني مثلا اسمك ايه، عامل ايه،
عامل ايه يا حاج.
ايوه عامل ايه حاجه. ايش حاجه تاني. كنت في سوق اشتري يعني بعض يعني بقالات. ايش حاجه تانية ولا افهم يعني ما هذا، لا افهم شيء. وين الجيم؟ ما في جيم في الحروف العربيه، ما في جيم.
صحيح.
اين المسجد؟ المسجد فين؟ مسجد فين؟
المسجد فين.
إيه.
صحيح صحيح.
لا مستعان. لا اريد، لكن المصريه حلوه جدا، حلوه جدا هذه.
انت حبيت المصريين، حبيت التعامل مع الكالتشر اللي اسمها ايه، حتى حبيت التعامل مع الاشخاص العاديين بمصر، البسطاء.
انا نعم طبعا.
في الشارع.
ايه في شارع، في كل مكان. يعني لا ادري، بالنسبه لي اريد ان اعيش مع الاشخاص في الوطن. كنت هل تعرف القاهره؟
انا من القاهره.
هناك سوق
صحيح.
عطبه. تعرفها؟
العتبه.
تعرفها؟
رحت العتبه؟
ايه نعم طبعا مرات. هناك كان يعني دكان او يعني مطعم ويبيعون كشري. تحب الكشري؟ اوف، هذه الكشري كان حلوة جدا. لم اكل مثل هذا الكشري. كان عندهم كشري، كان كشري مع اللحم كذلك،
مع الكبده، والكشري مع الشاورما.
الله اكبر.
الله اكبر.
الله اكبر. لكن يعني غالبا اكلت الطعميه والفول يعني
وشكشوكه
ومرض. كل ما اكلتها يعني من شعري، يعني هذا يعني اكل الشعري.
صحيح.
يعني مرات يعني
كثير يعني من اكل في اوروبا الى اكل في مصر، كشري وطعميه وفول.
جسدك يعني
كيف يعني كونت بنية قوية.
الحمد لله. يعني
الحمد لله.
كان ساعدني في الدراسة العربية. الحمد لله.
طيب, so we'll come to the English again. So after you finished Arabic in Egypt, in Cairo, so why you choose to come in Dubai?
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a very beautiful story, actually. Yeah. So there's a concept in Islam, right? Mm-hmm. We talk about dua. Yeah. Supplication.
Yes.
So because you need to differentiate between this, because obviously people who don't know about Islam or don't know Arabic, when you say pray, they just think like, we pray 5 times a day and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? But that's not true.
Yeah.
We pray all the time. Like every type of thing you say with your mouth, or you think, and you have a wish, you have a intention.
Yeah.
You want something from God. This is a prayer.
True.
Right? Because think about it again. Salah min silah is connecting with you and God, right?
Yeah, that's
we got these 5 obligatory prayers. Yeah. These are obligatory to remind us, because human beings, like another beautiful thing about Arabic, al-insan, this word, humankind, comes from the root word of nasiya, and nasyan, which means forgetful. Yeah, so people forget.
Yeah.
So that's why the Creator put these 5 prayers.
Yes.
To remind us of our true purpose.
Yeah.
And always return back to this purpose. And then we can live our lives, no problem.
Yeah.
If you want to go and become a businessman, no problem. If you want to be a family man, or you want to, whatever.
Yeah.
But this is the secondary purpose.
Yeah.
This is your life, like
life needs.
Yeah, needs. You need to do it. But
you
then
need
you have
money, you need to success, you need to marry.
Right.
But the purpose.
The universal purpose.
Yeah.
The reason you're here.
Purpose. Yeah.
Right. Now, back to the why I came to the Emirat. I just wanted to clear that up, because so what happened is I came back from Egypt. So 2018 I went there. 2019 I went back, and I started to get to know a sister. So I wanted to get married, right?
Yeah.
So I was in this Facebook group, okay?
Yeah.
And in Sweden, so there's a Facebook group for Muslims in Sweden that want to get married. So yeah,
in the
so,
Facebook
yeah,
group. Can you give it to me?
I don't know if it's still there, but it was really
Right.
crazy. Like any type of person was there, and they just send you, on Facebook you post, right?
Yeah.
So you post your CV, your resume, like who you are, who you want to get married, your conditions, everything.
All right.
So, anyways, I added this to Facebook, and this sister got interested, and so I come from a very small town in Sweden.
In Sweden.
Yeah, so I come from the southern part, like very, like we say in Arabic, falah.
Okay, you're coming from village.
Yeah, from the village.
Yeah.
Right? So, not village, but yeah, it's very small.
It's very simple and small.
It's like 10,000 people in where I come from, where they live, right?
Wow.
So it's very small. So she come from the capital, and she's not Swedish. She's from Somalia originally. She's born in Sweden, but her parents obviously from Somalia. Now we talked after year 2020. We decided let's get married in March. What happened? 2020, the
Corona.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got married. Everything locked down.
Yeah.
Except in Sweden, we didn't believe in lockdowns, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard, like you didn't have to
I
wear a
heard,
mask.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So we wanted to go travel, like when you knew you married, like you want to get out, you want to do
Yeah.
something. So we thought, like, but everything is locked down, everything is
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
Where should we go? And then we noticed that everyone's going to Dubai because it's open,
Yeah.
right? So because Dubai is like they rely on this tourism, like
Yeah.
they need to get this, like otherwise the economic won't work.
Yeah.
So it was still open. Obviously, all these rules with the mask and everything. We thought, let's go, Bismillah, right? We went there, and mind you, when I thought about Muslim countries, so the funny thing is, she also lived in Egypt when she was little, like before they came to Sweden.
Yeah. So the story starts from Egypt.
Yeah.
About Arabic and Islam
Exactly.
and marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I think about Muslim countries, I think about Egypt.
Yeah.
Like a lot of energy, like traffic lights is red, everyone's driving.
Yeah.
No one cares. They just
No one-
beep, beep, beep. You know this, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a beautiful people, beautiful country, but there's a little bit, if you compare with,
Of course, different culture.
yeah, if you compare
and-
with Sweden, it's
Yeah.
very different. Of
course,
like
yeah.
in Sweden, we follow everything. Everything should be
Rules,
very,
yeah.
If you've been to IKEA, like everything needs to be in place and
Yeah.
neat and nice. So I thought like this is what Muslim countries are.
Mm-hmm.
So I was expecting this. As soon as I landed in Dubai, I went out to the airport. I was shocked. Like I was just stunned. Like this is so beautiful. How can an airport be this beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So this I've been to different airports, but this was something else. Very
Huge.
organized, huge.
Yeah.
And this was still
Clean.
clean. It was still COVID. There were so many people, so much like chaos. But
Yeah.
still, they were very good at making
Yeah.
this
The test.
Huh?
The COVID test was
Exactly,
for free,
everything.
I remember.
Yeah. They stick in the thing in the nose,
Yeah.
like touch your brain and everything.
Yes.
So what happened was we were there. We lived in the Emirates Towers. We found
Alright.
very cheap tickets or what you call rooms.
Yeah.
Everything was so cheap because
In this part, in this time,
because
yeah,
of this time. Yeah. So we were there. We went everywhere, Dubai Mall, everything, every place. We went to different mosques, and we were so it was a very weird feeling. Like you felt like, is this a Muslim country? And then you hear adhan. It
Yeah.
is. And you see Muslim people, you see people that wearing this kandora,
Yeah.
they're very modest,
Yeah.
So I told my wife, look, there's a very beautiful saying of our Prophet ﷺ. He said that whoever's on who's traveling,
Yeah.
and he make this supplication,
Yeah.
he prays to God, this will be accepted.
Yeah.
I tell, look, let's make
Pray.
let's pray, dua,
Yeah.
that we're gonna move here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm come from Sweden, living in Dubai, that's very far from me.
Mm-hmm.
So when we prayed. This was actually on the way back.
On the
Because-
way back to Sweden.
Yeah, so I said, look, this is our last chance. We need to pray.
Yeah.
So we all the way on the airport and flight, we just prayed like that. And then we landed in Sweden, back to the cold,
You
and-
felt something.
huh?
You felt something inside you tell you should come back to Dubai.
Yeah, exactly. I heard a voice like, come back, Simon, where you going? So I came there. Do you know the moment I came back, we knew, alhamdulillah, my wife, she was pregnant.
MashaAllah. Yeah.
And then my work told me, you're fired. right? There's no more work. COVID.
In Sweden,
Yeah,
they fired you.
Yeah, they closed down the office where I worked at. I was like, wait, I'm gonna have a kid, my
Yeah.
first kid, and I have no work.
Yeah,
Was like, what happened?
Yeah.
God, what happened? I prayed. What happened?
yeah,
This is a lesson for everyone.
yeah,
God will answer you your
Question.
supplication, your
Yeah.
dua,
yeah.
but sometimes He will
Put you
test
in-
you
Test you
with you.
Yeah,
It's not like, you know, a kid when they want something, they say, "Oh, Dad, Mom, I want this." It's not like you pull it, like get it like this.
yeah,
Maybe they need to wait a bit.
Yeah.
They need to learn some patience, right?
yeah.
And this is what God did. Now, a friend of mine, also a Swedish Muslim,
Yeah.
he's been a Muslim. He studied in this Islamic university in Medina. He got
Mashallah.
PhD and everything,
Yeah.
right? He came and visited Sweden. A good friend of mine, Abdullah Swedi. He said, "Look, Sam, I need to talk to you about very important stuff." I was like, "Okay, what happened?" You know, we went into the forest. We took a little walk and said, "Look, I got some people in Dubai. They work in something called Darul Bir. It's an
Yeah.
association that help. They do a lot of work and they have projects for charity. But they have a specific project for people that want to learn more about the religion. They want to study Islam. And now, for the first time ever, they're opening up for people from Europe.
For
And they
Europe?
they ask me. So I thought of you, Simon. I thought, like, you're from Europe, you're Swedish, you want to study this religion.
Yeah,
They're gonna help you get there.
yeah,
I was like, what? Really? They, yeah. So I was like, okay, let's go.
let's go.
So we went. I told my wife, look, we're gonna go to Dubai. Allah answered our prayer. So we went here, and I joined the university. I study it now, and back then I started. That was actually when my Instagram started to blow up.
Yeah,
Right. I got more time to work on it after I got unemployed, obviously. So I worked a lot. I posted every day, you know, and I started this coaching business, fitness coaching.
yeah,
And I thought, like, okay, but I need to, you know, I cannot work in Sweden. I want to, so I moved it here to Dubai. And yeah, since then it's been a ride.
Then you start to live in Dubai and work.
Yeah.
So your life was so interesting to me. I was curious to understand
Yeah.
all this. So you faced a lot of difficulty in your life. So when you come to Dubai, you start to doing coaching. Let's talk about the coaching part
Yeah.
in your life, because this is the most interesting thing.
It is.
Yeah, for me, because I actually in Dubai saw a lot of fitness trainers.
Yeah.
They just teach you how to train, how to change your body, But you're the first person I ever met in my life told me about this concept that you train your body and you help people to be a discipline and religious close to the God.
Exactly.
So can you explain for the people this part, because I think it's very important to us to.
It is. It's really important because, you know, actually what happened was I noticed I was coaching. The only thing I did was like every other trainer.
Yeah.
You know, they join the coaching program, they get a diet plan, right? They get a workout plan. Maybe, you know, an app you can chat with.
Yeah.
Like, this is a very simple concept.
Yeah.
I noticed that there were a lot of people that couldn't change.
Yeah.
And this started, you know, I was thinking a lot about it. I was like, why is that? You know? And then I realized, like, look, it's not about what you get, it's about who you are. Right? So now if you're out of shape, you have a certain lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
You do things and avoid things
That's right.
that a person in shape does not do. Very simple, right?
Yeah.
So what if we could take a look at the behavior?
Yeah.
So what I'm really doing, because it's like, it's very easy to say to people, well, what do you do? I'm a fitness coach or whatever. It's not really. I'm more, I feel like I'm more like a
lot of people work fitness trainer.
but I
right
feel
now.
like I work more with behaviors and lifestyle.
Change the lifestyle.
Exactly. So change the life. I always talk about create a lifestyle that's worth living for you.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
if we change our lifestyle,
Yeah.
so we will be easier to us to train.
Yeah.
You mean that if the person wake up early, start praying to God
Yeah.
and then take his meal or breakfast or
Exactly.
go to work out. So how you help people with this concept?
Right. So there's a very simple way of doing it, and it's something I call the three-way system. Also, the stronger Muslim system that I say. We have a very beautiful saying of the Prophet.
Yeah.
He said, "Al-mu'minu qawi ahabba ila Allah min mu'min
More
da'if."
ضعيف.
That the strong believer is more beloved to God than the weak
From
believer.
the weak believer. Yeah.
وَفِي كُلٍّ خَيْرٍ. Like the continuous
The both of them is
good in both of them.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you're bad. But
Yeah.
obviously, when you're strong, everyone knows this. When you're strong, you can do more things.
Yeah.
You're more capable.
Yeah.
When you're weak, you're not as capable.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, what does make a person strong? So I thought,
Yeah.
like, physical health, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you have spiritual health. Because think about it. If hardships comes your way,
Yeah.
you lose someone you love. Doesn't matter if you have six-pack.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So there's something else you need to be strong in. You need to be strong mentally. You need to be
Mentally.
strong spiritually.
Yeah.
As a Muslim, we know that when someone dies, we can still pray for this person. This
Yeah.
person is not finished. This person has
Continue
now-
his life.
Yes, continue the life
Yeah.
and then hereafter.
Yeah.
We make this dua for them.
Yeah.
We can do charity work for them.
That's right.
They're still in our mind, in our
Yeah.
hearts, and that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got some other things like environmental health or social health.
Yeah.
Who are you hanging out with?
That's
in
right.
science, like Western science, behavioral science,
Yeah.
you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with.
Very.
So
very
if you
important.
look at the 5 closest to you, they are basically the reason why you are as you are.
You're right.
So if you're sitting there and you're doing a bunch of drugs, well, chances
You'll
are
be the same.
Yeah, chances are the 5 people you hang out with doing the same.
Yeah.
Or you just sitting there playing video games, whatever.
Lazy, junk food.
Yeah, whatever it
You're
is.
right.
Yeah, because the environment affects you, and that's
right.
Another very beautiful saying of the Prophet. He said, "Al-rajulu or al-marru ala dini khalili,
على دين خليل.
falyanzur ahadukum man yukhalil." That a person is on the religion of his friend. So take a look at who you take as a friend. And the beautiful thing is with religion, deen, like it's a way of life.
Yeah.
So it will affect you not only in the religion, but
Yeah.
also in your mental. Like when you hang out with the person and you just talk about negative stuff.
You will become negative.
Yeah, you
person.
will be like, you will come out, you can be with him for an hour and you come back and
All this you will absorb.
right, you feel like life is really bad right now.
Yeah.
But it's not because of life is bad, it's because of this person.
That's right.
So this system I'm working with, I'm trying to tackle all these things by just working with the behavior of the person. So there's a concept called the 1% method. So this comes from a book called Atomic Habits. Really good book by James Clear. And
I will read it.
yeah, you need to like who
Save it, guys. I will read
Atomic
it.
Habits.
Yeah.
So the James Clear, he states in this book that all you need to do is to create your lifestyle,
Yeah.
your environment, and create small behaviors that will lead you to whatever you want to accomplish.
To something big. You
Yeah.
would
So
like.
he takes a very good example. Like, okay, if you want to go to the gym and you have very hard time going to the gym, start with packing your gym bag, put it at the door.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
Nothing
and then
else.
at the end of the evening, you unpack your bag and go.
Yeah.
You haven't even gone to the gym.
Yeah.
You might think, why is that? There's a reason. Because the behavior of going from not working out to going to the gym, it's not one behavior. It's
Yeah.
multiple like minor behaviors
Connect together.
connected to each other collectively into one big behavior, right?
Yeah.
So that's why people have a hard time to do complex things because they think it's just, oh, I just need to go to the gym. And then they don't go and think, why I'm not going? Because there's something in the way or here, like in this chain of small behaviors that's stopping you.
Yeah.
So you start with
right.
the bag and then after a couple of days, you start going, take the bag, you put on the shoes.
You train. You train. You,
No, not even that.
Yeah.
You haven't even, like if you read the book, you will start laughing
Yeah.
at how he describes it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
You like the first day you just pack the bag, and a couple of days after that you start putting on the clothes. But then you take
Sometimes the bag stay in the
yeah,
car
you're not
1
even
week.
you're not even gym after like 3-4 times. Then you start going to the gym, but you just
All right.
enter the gym and then you go back home. You don't even
All
do a
right.
workout.
All right.
So you see, all these behavior is just one step closer to the actual goal.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, I get
So
it.
this is exactly how the 1% method works. So if someone comes to me, I have a lot of clients, like from Muslim background, they say, Simon, I don't even pray. I'm like, okay, no problem. You know we got 5 prayers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, pick one. The easiest one you can think of.
Very
that you can pray.
important what you are saying now, because a lot of people watching us, they are Muslims, but
Yeah.
they are not disciplined. They are not praying. So what you are saying now is very important. So
100%.
yeah,
So this
continue.
is because this method you can insert in any area of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So for a prayer example, like I always ask, so this is I have a prayer strategy. So I use this kind of method. So I'm asking them, okay, how many prayers are you praying? Then they might say none, right? Okay. So from all the prayers you're skipping, there's 5. Like which one of these is the most easiest one? So let's say he's saying, yeah, I work. It's very hard to do the noon prayer in the afternoon. It's very hard, and I go home, I put my kids to bed, and start thinking.
Yeah.
But the last prayer, the Isha, the night prayer,
Yeah.
everyone's gone to bed, everything. I can that's easy. Okay, good. Then we put it in. So I have my own app, Stronger Muslim app. So we put it in the app, and we start tracking that habit every day, and we'll see if they do it. So if there's a green check, they've done it. If there's an X, they haven't done
So
it.
you have your own app.
Yeah, I have
You create your own app.
Yeah.
Something new.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So you create your own app for your
For all the people that
for
join
the people
yeah,
who
yeah.
would like to join
Exactly.
your plan.
Yeah,
your
so it's a
training plan.
like the Stronger
The
Muslim program.
program.
Yes, to change the lifestyle
Yeah.
to a lifestyle that you want to live, that's worth living, right?
It's called
Stronger Muslim
Stronger
Muslim System.
Strong Muslim System.
Yeah, and the app is called just Stronger Muslim. If you search in the App Store, it's Stronger Muslim, right?
All right.
And that, like I said, it's a 3-way system. So what I mean by that is first you got a fitness system. So you need to like physically work with what you eat and what you do, like physical activity.
Yeah.
And then you work with a habit system. So this comes to like the prayer or whatever habits you need to work with.
Yeah.
Because everyone's different.
Yeah,
Maybe you
that's
have an issue, you want to lose weight, and you have an issue with snacking.
Yeah.
That's not diet. That's a behavior,
Yeah.
right? People think, oh, it's just because of my diet. No, snacking, overeating, binge eating, emotional eating, whatever that is always connected to your behavior.
You are
The
right.
person you are.
Yeah.
You're stressed, you want to eat. This is a behavior. And if you have learned the behavior, you can always unlearn it by using this structure, right?
Yeah.
And then there's an accountability system. So you cannot sit there in a vacuum and do it by yourself, because many people that have tried, the biggest enemy is yourself.
You're
You're
right.
going to stop yourself.
Yeah.
And this is another very beautiful thing. This very controversial word, jihad,
Yeah.
right? We have in Islam. Actually, there's different types of jihad.
Yeah.
And jihad is just a word that means struggle, right?
That's
You're
right.
struggling with something.
Yeah.
So when I say I struggle in school, I say أنا مجتهد. يعني
Yeah.
اجتهد.
Yeah.
يعني, or the teacher say to the student, oh, you need to study hard, work hard.
Yeah.
اجتهدوا.
Yeah.
يعني, you need to work hard. Like this
Yeah.
is what the word means. You need
Yeah,
to,
that's right.
right. So a question to you, right? So
Yeah.
which type of jihad is the most important one?
That you
If you know.
for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is something called jihadun nafs.
Jihad al-nafs.
The struggle against your own ego.
Yeah. Against you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is why an accountability system is probably the most important thing you have, right? I split it into 2. You
Yeah.
got external and internal. External is everyone around you. Maybe
Yeah.
you have a coach. Maybe you have a friend you go to the gym with. Maybe you have a religious friend you go to the mosque with. Everything that's external that would support you. People think about, when they hear accountability, they think about this. But to be honest, this is the smallest part of accountability. The biggest one is internal. So put a very easy example is, if you, okay, I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So I'm the interviewer now. So when you want to change something and you talk about discipline, how are you going to change it? And think about yourself. What do you need to be disciplined?
You need to make a plan first of all, and clearly set up your goal,
Right.
and then think how to go to this goal. Like
Right.
what is the what you're gonna change in your life to lead you to target this goal or reach this goal.
Right. So this is the planning stage.
Yeah.
But when you're going to do it, some people don't do it.
Yeah,
So what do they need?
that's right.
What do you think? If you just
Discipline.
guess. Discipline.
Yeah.
This is something everyone says.
Yeah.
Some people say willpower. Some
Yeah.
people say something else. And it's half of the truth. You know why? Because discipline is very easy when everything works well, right?
You're
It's very
right.
easy to be disciplined.
Yeah.
But if you take your worst day, it's very hard to be disciplined,
Yeah.
right? You wake up
Yeah.
late, you miss the whatever bus, you in the traffic. It's very hard to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because willpower is limited.
Yeah.
You don't have unlimited willpower. It's like the battery on your phone.
Yeah.
It's limited.
Yeah.
But there's something in us as humans that is unlimited.
What
like
is it?
very close to unlimited.
Yeah.
So let's take this example. You have a very bad day.
Yeah.
Everything goes really bad. You work out, a bird poops on you.
Yeah.
You mess up your beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Very angry. You're in the traffic. It's just a lot of traffic. You're late to your meeting. Everything will bad.
Everything wrong in you.
Yeah, everything's wrong. You
Yeah.
lose a client. You know, your spouse is screaming at you.
Yeah.
You come home, you're so fatigued.
Yeah.
And then I come up, I knock on your door, and I just, you're so tired, you just want to sleep.
Yeah.
But I say so many insults. I'm insulting you and saying so many bad things.
Yeah.
What will happen?
I will scream on you. I
Yeah,
will,
you'll become angry.
all this
All
angry you will receive it.
But what happened? You were
Yeah.
fatigued. You wanted to
Yeah.
go to sleep, basically.
Yeah.
So what happened? How you get all of this energy?
Yeah.
Emotions.
Emotions. Yeah.
So what if you could have a system of emotions that not work against you, but with you?
With you. Wow.
So this is, I promise you, if you take a look at any successful person, this is what they do. They found a way to not willpower through
Yeah.
anything. They like you got people that work in 16 hours per day. Is it because they have willpower? No. Because you will ask them, I love what I do. I like
Yeah.
they talk about feelings
Yeah.
because we are an emotional creature. This is
You're
how
right.
God created us.
You're right.
But if we can use it with us, like in our favor, your life will change. That's why I say the accountability system, the internal part is the most important one.
Yeah.
And this is just like how you can do it in many ways. Like it depends on the person, but it's all about creating a reward/pain. So if you can accept, like I'm gonna work out, it's gonna be painful, right?
Yeah.
You can accept it. But for you, the reward will be much bigger than the pain. Or you're gonna work late hours, but I'm gonna earn a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reward, right?
Yeah.
So there's a feeling there.
Yeah.
There's a feeling of wanting to do it. It's not willpower. Because like we said, willpower is finite. It's limited.
Yeah.
But you have this feeling you want to achieve great things. That's why, when you talk with these people, they have a vision.
Yeah.
Because vision, what do? They ignite feelings. If you
So
can,
they adopt the feeling.
yeah.
The adopting the feeling inside.
All about
them.
feelings. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you need to accept that you're emotional. You're not a rational creature
Yeah.
most of the time, and you have behaviors that's not going to be that's going to work against you.
Yeah.
So if you can change this, that's why I talk like fitness coach, sure, but I like these things. Like if
Yeah.
you notice, I like to talk about these things. And if you don't know Alex Hormozi, he talks a lot about this as well.
Yeah.
Like he talks about behaviors. He talk about principle. Just use some just undo things that works right for
Yeah.
you. Right, and it can be different from anyone, but it's all about behavior. What you're doing repeatedly, right?
Repeatedly. Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
And so you makes me feeling that you are not only coaching, you are like too close to your the people who's coming and train with you. Like you change the behavior.
Yeah.
You let them become a closer to the God
Yeah,
or
yeah.
religious.
Yeah.
So you're doing different stuff,
Yeah.
not only fitness coach
Exactly, it's lifestyle.
in lifestyle.
But everything in fitness,
So that's called lifestyle,
yeah.
not
Let's go.
the other thing.
Let's change it.
Yeah. So
No,
you
yeah.
not only look for money.
How do you mean?
I mean, like you doing coaching, you doing you not the main goal for you. It's not the money.
No,
You
I
can
mean,
explain for me also this, because
Yeah.
maybe some people say, "Oh, he's doing this for money or this."
like obviously, like if you're doing something professionally, obviously money is a big part of it, right?
Yeah,
It would be very foolish to say that money doesn't matter because they do.
Yeah.
Even as Muslim, we believe that this worldly life is important.
Yeah.
And you have you need to work, you need to do things,
Yeah.
right? And like we talk a lot about something risk, right? Provision.
Yeah.
You need to seek provision. It's not going to rain down on you, right?
Yeah.
But I believe that money is just a short-term goal.
Short term.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, money is gonna, we believe as Muslim, God is gonna give us what we need.
What you need.
Yeah, He will
Yeah.
give. Like, we cannot change what God has decided for us. He will give us. He will provide for us. We don't have to worry. We
Yeah.
don't have to worry if we're gonna eat or not. Like this. Like, just put your trust in God.
Yeah.
The second thing is obviously the next thing. Like, for me, I think a lot about this. Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? Right, and it's like an ongoing dialogue in
Yeah.
my head. It's like I like to change people. Like the way like I said,
Yeah.
5 years ago, I wanted someone to help change me,
Yeah.
to find balance in life.
Yeah.
And then when I can do that to other people, it just makes me very happy.
How many person you change in your
So-
in your career?
Yeah, so I've started, like I would say, since I started like 3 years ago with this type of system, I would say like at least 200, 250 people.
Wow.
Like losing weight and, start praying consistently.
Changed
Yeah,
lifestyle.
change the life. And this is something I do. Like I talk about 6 months period.
Yeah.
Like if you look at science and behavior science, like some people say 90 days to change a behavior, but I think it's not about changing it, it's about maintaining it. So it's like you need to change it, maybe take 90 days or whatever, but
Yeah.
then you need to make sure it's sustainable and you live. Like it's not like, oh, I'm here, I'm done.
Yeah.
You need to make sure you're doing it every day. You're showing up every day.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like 6 months is all you need.
Yeah.
And then you go in and change, and after that, like you got this three-way system, right? The fitness system, habit, and accountability. Just put it in your life and do whatever. Like if you want to
Wow.
be rich and live in Dubai, do that. If you
Yeah.
want to stay in your country, be in a cozy little
Yeah.
whatever, I don't care. But use it and become a better version of yourself. That's it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So this is the last question I'm gonna ask you.
Interesting.
So what is your dream in Dubai? Your dream in Dubai?
My dream in Dubai.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very
Yeah.
like I really really love Dubai. Honestly, from the
Dubai
bottom of
love
my
you
heart.
too.
Huh?
Dubai love you too.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. No, but it's a very beautiful country. You see that there's so many there are so many things here that people are making it a problem in other places. Like there's so many different cultures. Like if you come to Sweden, they talk like they blame everything on because there are too many different people.
Yeah.
It's not that. Like here we got so much diversity. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I think this is probably the most diverse place on the whole face of the earth. Like
Yeah.
one city, you have like 200 different nationality. I think
Yeah. A lot.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I just I want to contribute to Dubai. I want to make sure that Dubai, it continues to develop, both financially, both spiritually as well, right? Because I study Islam, and I want to see that people feel good and are spiritually healthy.
Yeah.
Right? Not only physically. You got a lot of people here, they're physically healthy, right?
Yeah.
But I think many people here still needs that, because there's a lot of worldly life, like rich and cars and expensive stuff. Sometimes it's easy to forget the other side of life,
Yeah.
the spiritual side. So I just hope to contribute to that, to make it an even better place than what it is already. And it's a very good place, like probably the best place
In the world.
in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
The safest.
Safest, yeah.
For me, I believe that Dubai is now. This is the beginning of the success.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I asked you this question, because if a lot of people coming recently to Dubai, and I believe that a lot of people say like is short term. I believe no. This is the beginning of the successful story to this city.
Definitely, inshallah.
All right, Simon. Thank you for
Thank you.
having you today. I'm so happy to hear your story.
Alhamdulillah.
You inspired me a lot. I believe you inspired a lot of people,
Alhamdulillah.
and wish to have people like you in the society.
I hope we have better people than me, hopefully.
Inshallah. No, I believe that everyone has his own character,
100%, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I was with you, and I would like to meet you, and would like to let the people hear your story, because it's very interesting. So
It's a pleasure.
yeah, my pleasure too, and see you I believe that we will make other episode because a lot of people will comment.
Inshallah. It
We'll
will be
put
nice.
below your all your information, Instagram,
Yeah,
YouTube.
if they have questions, you just can pop by.
Yeah,
Pop
and why not if we can make other episodes?
Yeah.
So I would be happy.
Inshallah. If they want
Inshallah.
me, if, I don't know, if they're tired of me, we'll see.
Yeah. Thank you, Simon.
Jazakallah
Thank you
khair.
for having you.
Thank you,
Jazakallah
brother.
khair, brother.
Yeah, thank you.